Hello, everybody, or anybody. Have a nice day here in Manchester. And guess who's at work? And guess who's been working all bank holiday weekend? No rest for the wicked, as they say. Just wait for people to jump on. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing all right. Actually, on site, there's only 2 other people on site here today. And it's very quiet around where I am. So everyone's chilling and we're grafting. So I can't be long on this stream because I have got a hell of a lot of work to do. Hence me having to work all weekend. So I hope you're all right anyway. Good morning. Free speech for all. LC. Costa. Yes, peoples. Hope you're doing well and positive. How's your weekend going? Is it all right? Having a good one? Making the most of it before the conclusion? You have to go back to work. How there? Hey, Sparkle. You all right, peoples? Let's wait for a few more people to jump on. Like I say, it won't be a long stream. I'm only literally going to just talk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, and then I've got to get back off. I'm announcing, basically, it's about a stream that I'm going to be doing tonight. In regards to... Yes. In regards to the last couple of uploads, I mean, I done a stream, ironically, before them uploads, and if anyone watched them streams, which a few of the people here would have known, I explained my position. I explained that it was a kick in the teeth finding out that you've got Toni Martin on the fringes of different organisations. There was no information that I've got to suggest that any of them organisations are guilty of being National Front. What I'm saying is he was on the periphery. So in order for you or anyone to kind of get a bit of higher moral ground, we've got to expose that. We've got to denounce it publicly. We've got to let him know that him and his views and his followers are not welcome in any march. So that was really what them videos were about. Yes, Stephen. Still in bed? Natalie, come on. You know what? I've been grafting all weekend. Don't be telling me that. I mean, I hope you're having a good time and I hope you're chilling. I really do. And honestly, I hope you're chilling. But there's part of me that's like, look. I feel like the freaking Black Cinderella here, just grafting all the pissing time. I'm getting called a Nazi for it as well. So as much as I enjoy the fact that you're utilising your bank holiday, don't be telling me that. You know what I mean? You'll be getting my my motivation down. You know what I mean? It hardly makes me want to go in there working on a free story. LC, I feel you, mate. It's hard, innit? When the whole world's partying and you're not. No one gives a shit. But anyway, I know you do, but you know what I'm saying. Sparkle. You know, I'm not after the sympathy vote, Sparkle. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy to work, and you know, it financially is beneficial for me to do it. So, oh, geez, 12.5-hour shift. So listen, what I'm trying to say is, I guess what we should be saying is, I'm not the only one in this. There might be 1 or 2 that's in bed with the feet up, with the tootsies nice and warm under the duvet, Natalie, but not everyone's in that boat. So I'm going to pay homage to everyone who's grafting over the bank holiday weekend. So, yeah, basically, short stream. I'm going to be talking about it tonight. One thing I will mention, whilst I've been working today, I have just received a phone call. Or I phoned him. He texted me early this morning. A chap called Kyle. Now, Kyle is one of the founders of the DFLA. He's been on the phone. We've had an absolutely fantastic chat for about an hour while I'm busy scurrying in work, but I swear to God, it was brilliant, and I've never had any negative feelings towards the DFLA, and particularly going back to that video was not implying that the DFLA were now National Front, just like it wasn't implying the vets wasn't National Front. It was just literally like, whoa, look who's there. That was it. Yeah, LC. Yeah, that with any organisation, you're going to get all manners of people with different agendas and different this, that, and the other. But I've always said the DFLA have got at the highest order, yeah, in the pecking order. I've got honourable, hard-working human beings, citizens of this country that are trying the frigging hardest to get the message out in a positive way. Now, as Kyle explained, the inner workings of what they're trying to do in terms to combat, you know, online stuff going on and trying to vet what their organisation's all about. It must be hard work, and they're constantly on it. And like I say, going back to that video, there was never a mention that they're not, you know. So it was a little bit, you were getting some form of attack. So going back to the video, the stream that I'm going to be doing tonight, it's just to literally, the people that have come out on the attack and almost like shooting the messenger, it's just to reiterate the facts around that, and also to dispel some of the myths that have been coming up, and some of the silly, preposterous excuses and just ways of really getting at people, i.e. the reason why Toni Bugle's going to come on is because there's some people that are putting allegations that everything I seem to be doing is emanating from Toni Bugle's hand somehow, which is totally false. I'm totally public on record in saying Toni Bugle is one of my strongest friends in this movement, but that doesn't mean to say that I'm a puppet and Toni Bugle is the puppet master. That is really an insult to me, because then I look at it and I think to myself, well, if they think that, then when I'm actually doing a video that they really are happy about, i.e. you pat me on the back, then can you contribute that or attribute that to Toni Bugle or to anyone else who I am a puppet for? No, you kind of take me for the kind of where I'm at and where my thoughts at, and some people might like the view, some people won't. You know, I don't expect everyone to freaking love it, but just because I said something that possibly might have hurt you, it hurt me, knowing that a member of the National Front with the views he's got, knowing that I've supported the DFLA and I've supported the vets and I've supported Tracy and I still will support all of them organisations, but I've got every right from my position to go, look who's fucking here. You know, and that's all it was about. It's not like, oh, now it was never about that. So for Toni Bugle to then get attacked, it's bang out of order, just like anyone else. That video was of my choice, because I was personally affected because of my feelings with the National Front and what the National Front represented. Nothing to do with Toni Bugle. Yes, Busker. And look, Busker's another casualty in all this. That man's been vilified like mad. And I know Busker will share the same opinion, that when you try to do the right thing, as in going out and you're filming organisations and you really believe in it and you really support it, to discover what you discover, which is not nice, which is then going to open up the attack against you, but still feeling through your moral compass that you've got to do the right thing, knowing that you're going to get shit for it. It's not a nice place. But what the point of it is to get rid of that in order to make what you recreate the moral high ground again. So I'm sure Busker will agree with that on whatever level. So that's really it. Their attack, yeah, I know, mate. I've seen, and I've heard, and I've seen, and it's vicious and it's nasty. But you're not the only one, Busker. We've all had it. There's been many different individuals that get it, because many different people don't know the angle from which you're coming from. They're automatically assuming, Busker, that what you're doing is all about division. You're not. You're trying to create the narrative that was there a couple of years ago that has somehow gone off the track, and you try to put it on the track again. Now, people can misconflate that, misconstrued it and think, oh, he's an infiltrator, oh, he's this, when you're not. You're about trying to get the message back to the positivity levels that it was at. You know, it's a bitter pill. Even Kyle was saying it. Kyle thanked me for that video in a sense. He actually said, well, you know, some people are saying, yeah, a phone call might have been nice, and that might be right. But then again, if I'm going to expose an Owen Jones or any of the left, I'm not going to ring them up and go, by the way, you know, as long as I do it in a decent manner, and it wasn't about exposing the DFLA, it was exposing National Front. So that's why, you know, I totally got that point. But at least he got the sentiment of that video. He didn't see it as a personal attack towards the DFLA. He actually said, thank you for letting me know. How can we kind of move forward on this? So it's ended up in such a constructive chat that we're now looking at them obviously working on their inner circle on how to get this out on a public forum, that they denounce anything that is anywhere near National Front and Tony Martin. And I've said to him, as soon as you do that, mate, I am all on it. I will support it 100%. I will actually help you to make that happen. So that's how much I've got affection for the DFLA. It was never a case of, I'm going to break them down, I'm going to break them down. But I had the same critiques when I done the same or similar thing when it come to the vets, all of a sudden. So it's not an attack. It's not an attack. It's building us back up again. And that's how I like to regard it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get back to work now. And I'd like to thank everyone for just jumping on this impromptu chat. Yeah, and they'll carry on doing it because it works, doesn't it, Sparkle? It's game over for us. In what way, African Pharaoh? Even the pissing haters. You know, that's going to be on my gravestone, that, isn't it? You know what? When they're lowering me in, I want that on a loudspeaker. I love you all, even the pissing haters. I love you all, even the pissing haters, just as it's lowering in. You lost. I lost. Why, African Pharaoh, why have I lost, mate? I'm trying to do the right thing. I don't regard this as winning and losing. Because the one thing I will say, African Pharaoh, is that we've got common ground. We have got common ground. I don't know what your overall opinion is, and you're entitled to that as long as you kind of project it in a positive manner so people can take it as that. But other than that, we're all human beings that's getting done over, African Pharaoh, aren't we? So I'm not against you. I'm realising the corruption that's making me want to hate you and probably you want to hate me. That's the common ground I'm talking about. And I'm sick of all the psychological bullshit. We was talking about it with Kyle. It's like a lot of this is like fucking hand grenades, psychological hand grenades they throw into the movement all the time, which gets everyone kind of wobbling all over, and then the knee-jerk reaction comes from that, which then destabilizes and kind of messes the message. While both Kyle and I agreed that whilst that is commencing, the actual point and the purpose of you being there is not being achieved in the slightest, because no one's fighting the argument because you're too busy getting in silly little battles. Divide and conquer, Natalie. Oh, you got up. Get up, brush your teeth, get dressed. That's what I'll be saying to my kids. Hegelian dialectic, yeah, spiking the system, innit? Toxic. So, just. Oh, sorry, I've guilted you out of bed, Natalie. Sorry. Go and sit on the couch and watch telly all day. No, you're cool, fool, but your boss Tommy. My boss ain't Tommy, mate. Come on. See, you know, when you throw comments like that out, I haven't got a boss. I'm here on my own. And I'm taking shit from, you know, all sides because I'm here on my own. I see the good and bad in everyone. I see what's going on. There's good and bad in it on both sides, you know. But Tommy ain't my boss. Tommy's got relevant points, which you can't deny when you do break it down. The way you deliver it, and then the movement and sentiment that comes with the delivery of that is fucking imperative. I'm totally right with you. You don't want any hatred or animosity going anywhere other than what is the actual problem. And if you're going to break it down, you'd probably say Wahhabism, the sponsoring of it, who's there facilitating it. But it gets All right, Kate, Cat, you're all right. Well, I don't think they're using me, mate. I don't think anyone's using me because when you've got a moral compass, you soon work shit out very quickly. So you speak. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm creating what I believe is right and trying to project that through the channel. You know what I mean? I'm not just following people because that can get you in trouble on so many different levels. And it gets everyone in trouble. Just follow what is good in your frigging heart, you know? And you can't really go wrong. If you try to do the right thing and you genuinely have got no hatred towards any other individual, that will shine through in your message. Yep. What time tonight? Good point, Buscott. Well, probably about 7, 8 o'clock. I've got to get home, slightly prepare. Nice one, African Pharaoh. There you go, mate. Common ground. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for at least not, you know, trying to fucking twist my balls. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about. We've all got to get to that point where we want to be at instead of getting involved in bull, you know? Yes, Irish. Oh, I can't see it because I've got a bit of paint on my phone. Yes. Yes, Danny. That's right. And you're cool as well, African Pharaoh. Much respect. Seriously. And if we can all do that, then, you know what I mean? And I know it's a pipe dream to think that, but we've got to try, haven't we? We've got to create platforms where we can all do this. And I swear to God, the left, the narrative, they ain't going to say shit because they can't say shit. And that's what it's all about. And it's not about harbouring badness, but putting a polished face on it. I ain't about that either. That's why I've done that video. You can't polish a turd, as my mother used to say, you know what I mean? So when you've got someone who's roaming round the marches like that, there's no good spin you can put on it. You have got to own it, and you've got to kind of say, well, this, if we don't look at this, then not only can they utilise this against us, but we've got every chance that he could utilise his skills to infiltrate that movement. So you want to fuck him off. Yes, Sarah, I'm okay. And yes, I did get what you were saying in the comments the other day, and maybe a Q&A at some point, yeah. You're right. Yeah, hey, War Kettle. You like, I can't dox you, can I? I can't dox you from Cyprus. He's on a beach somewhere in Cyprus. That's all I can say. You lucky sod. I'm in work, War Kettle. Yeah? Right, so I'm going to get going anyway because I need to get some work done. Got plenty of cutting in to do. Cut in before you roll. Oh, War Kettle's just outed himself. Jamie Turner. You're on the beach. Come on, mate. Right. On that note, look, I'm on the beach, yeah? It's a shingled beach. Look, there's my pissing shingles. Kind of got a bit barren. Look, there's the shingles. I'm not going to make castles out of that, man. Yeah, love my beach. Yeah, right. You'd like to see you get your armbands on and like start stomping up and down in that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. Thanks a lot for your time, and like I say, at some point tonight this will happen. There's probably going to be some technical hitches because I've not done a stream with a guest for a while, so imagine it's not going to work first time round, but we'll get there. But everyone's invited. Sensible comment and debate is invited, you know what I mean? So nice one, guys. Stay on the beach. Natalie, get your feet up, get the biscuits out, get a brew on, something. Everyone else, if you're working, I feel your pain. Seriously do. If you're not, enjoy what last bit of it we've got. So cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. See you later. Love you all. Even the pissing. Hey, Toni.